Sometimes a movie hits every single thing that I love. History? Check. Space? Check. Exploration? Check. Heroics? Check. National pride? Check. Propelling humanity into the future? Check. And that movie forever becomes one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm HelloGreedo, this is Movie Monday, and today I'll be talking about Apollo 13. Directed by Ron Howard, starring Tom Hanks, Kathleen Quinlan, Bill Paxton, Kevin Bacon, and Gary Sinise, Apollo 13 is the true story of America's 7th manned Apollo mission and the 3rd intended moon landing. On the journey to the moon, an oxygen tank explodes, which slowly killed the service module. It is a story of survival, of beating the odds, of innovation, of intelligence, of going for it. The film opens with Walter Cronkite recounting the Apollo 1 fire accident, when Gus Grissom, Roger Chaffee, and Ed White were killed during a routine test by a fire in the command module cabin. It serves as a reminder that yes, things can go wrong, but it also serves as a reminder that people are willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to ensure success. The scene that comes next completely juxtaposes that recounting. On one hand, we have a terrible accident reminding us that exploration is dangerous, and then the next scene, we have man walking on the moon, the culmination of years of hard work by hundreds of thousands of individuals. Apollo 13 is one of the best examples of investment in characters. Well before the Saturn V ever leaves the launch pad, we spend a ton of time with Jim Lovell's family. We see how the crew interacts with one another, their competitive side a little bit, their fears. We are invested. Yes, the story is in space. Yes, that's where the excitement is. But the family is on the ground, and I would argue, are full of far more fear. The film is perfectly paced. We spend time in mission control, we spend time with Lovell, Hayes, and Swigert, and we spend time with the families. The drama we see from each location is completely different. The fears are completely different. Yes, obviously everyone has the same goal of bringing them home. Everyone wants them home. But the family has no control. They are hands off. All they can do is listen and wait. Mission control, on the other hand, fears failure, both in not bringing their astronauts home and failing themselves for possibly overlooking a preventative measure. And the crew's fear is isolation. So far from home, relying on their training, trying their best to stay cool, focus on the task at hand, stay cool. It's very rare that I don't have a negative criticism about a movie. I know that sounds super cynical, but it's true, but I don't. To me, Apollo 13 is the perfect movie. It is the perfect story to make a movie about. The story of overcoming almost impossible odds, a story about the power of the brain, of problem solving. One of my favorite performances in the entire movie is Ed Harris as flight director Gene Kranz. See, my real-life love for this subject matter and the people that actually did this stuff seeps into my love for this movie. Gene Kranz, confidence, tough, ambitious, no bullshit. Ed Harris plays the flight director perfectly. It's impossible for me to not get choked up at the end. No matter how many times I see the movie, when Kranz sits down for the first time in the film, the load has been lifted. They did it. I can't help it. So, Apollo 13, a personal perfect movie. Sometimes I think it's my favorite movie of all time. Honestly, sometimes I think it's better than Star Wars. Blasphemy, I know. I've actually had a lot of HG followers tell me that they've never seen Apollo 13, which is surprising. But hey, that's okay. So if you've never seen it, see it. I can't imagine anyone not liking it. HelloGreedo, out.